Well, it started out as a pretty promising year. It's been disappointing now. But 12 days above zero. Some days were like 8-10 degrees over the Christmas break. I had probably 4 inches of ice, and it was down to about half an inch. Still completely covered, but I lost 3.5 inches of ice over those days. Pretty depressing to put all that work in and then have basically 2 weeks of no skate. Well, it's going to be probably 3 weeks now before we can get skating again. It's supposed to get warm again tomorrow, above freezing. Tonight's supposed to go down to -7. So what I've done is we had some snow, several inches, which then melted into slush on top of the rink. I just left it. I didn't bother removing it. It seems like that may have been a good decision because it did refreeze. So what happens is it weighed down on the ice and pushed the ice down, and then the water flooded in on top, which made it slush. And then it refroze last night because it was below zero. It's pretty sunny today, and again above zero. But it's supposed to go down to -7 tonight. So that slush did freeze. I mean, it's solid, but I put a foot on it, and it immediately starts to go down. So probably, I don't know, that maybe added another inch and a half maybe. So I'm like barely at 2 inches of ice right now. So I put a pretty heavy flood on it tonight because the edges had all the snow that fell in off the sides of the boards. So it kind of created a bit of a hump all the way along at the edges here to trap the ice inside the rink. So hopefully adding that little bit more, maybe a 1/4 inch if that. It's supposed to go down to -8 tonight, but then again above zero tomorrow. The day after that, 0, and then it's supposed to go to +3, +8, +3, and then I think by the 14th it's supposed to fall out of January. Today's the 5th. It's supposed to go well below freezing and stay below. Not super cold, like -8, -9 at night, -3 during the day. So it's going to be a slow freeze. Probably won't even be able to get going again here until, geez, I'd guess probably the 20th. I'd guess it's going to be a while. So it'll be nearly a month without skating in the middle of winter, which is pretty sad, pretty pathetic for this winter actually. So plus we're supposed to get a whole bunch of rain later in the week here, so that might mess up all this ice, and it might take even longer to get frozen. So although very early start to the season, we only got 4 skates in over 5 days. It looks like it could be a very short season with it. Who knows, we'll probably get a February thaw and it might soften up the ice again or thin it out, and we won't be able to skate again. So a lot of people I've been watching online haven't even got their liners in around Eastern North America because it's just been too warm for them even. So we're kind of the lucky ones to actually get skating. It seems like Alberta and Alaska is about the only places, maybe Manitoba and out east are the only places I've seen that have really been skating. So hopefully we'll get it going here and get our season going.